Instead of grinding Tidus's thing, we're going to be grinding Yojimbo. So Yojimbo has a special background stat that he works with. I think it's called loyalty. And the idea is that the more I use him, the more I pay him, things like that, his loyalty meter goes up. And the more his loyalty meter goes up, the more likely he is to actually do the things that I want him to do. So we're going to try to up that loyalty meter as high as possible before I start continuing on to later on bosses. Okay. Gonna hit this guy a couple times. But I only want to build that loyalty meter on enemies that are worth it. So there's no point building loyalty meter on someone like this because I need to capture him. So I don't want to build loyalty on an enemy I have to capture, and I only want to build loyalty on enemies that I don't need to deal with. So we're still going to be capturing for a bit. So I'm going to do that and that. Cannot capture this guy. I'm not going to... Well, you know what? I'll let Yuna's summons deal with this. The problem is these guys hit kind of hard. Okay, we got it. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Gonna go ahead and cure Yuna. Because I figure she's gonna die otherwise. Okay, Riku. Get rid of that, please. Can you hit that? No. Okay, we're just gonna let Waka take care of this. Yep, I'm gonna be playing the game for the next several hours. So, I will be here. Don't care about a magic pot. Let's just move on. Magic pot doesn't matter. Can't capture it. Don't care about anything it has. Can't capture it. Don't care about anything it has. There we go. Yuna, come capture this thing. Cool. God damn it. Freaking magic pots. Oh, whoops. Don't want to haste. Want to flee. Freaking magic pots. I can understand watching from the bed. There we go. Is this a normal Malbro? Okay, cool. We don't have to fight this. I don't need to worry about it. Because I've already caught all the Malbro I need, so... That's immune to that. That sucks. Okay, we're going to go ahead and dismiss her. And we'll go ahead and get you Bahamut built up again. Bahamut flexing as usual. Let me go ahead and do a couple level ups while I'm thinking about it, because that's actually going to help us in the nearish future. As you can see, orbs are no longer a problem. Oops. No, I don't want to move. I want to use. Like, we're getting tons of orbs. Orin can't go anywhere. It's kind of unfortunate that Orin just does not have the ability to move right now, but I don't feel like using a teleport sphere. There's Kiraga. So we're going to catch Yuna up just a little bit. Tidus can't move. It's also kind of a shame that we can't, like, that I can't do anything. I just don't feel like using teleport spheres. I don't feel like moving them into new positions just yet. I mean, we don't really need it right now. And also, the two that are having that issue are also two that I'm not really using. So they can just build up some stats. And that's fine by me. I swear at some point we're going to finish working on this Apodge. Ooh, that was a gore. That was painful. In a lot of the playthroughs I do, I end up giving Lulu one of the early death touch weapons. She actually gets one really early on. And then if I have nothing I want Lulu to do... Whoops, did not want to haste. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to flee. You give Lulu a really early death touch weapon, and she just, like... If her accuracy is actually high enough, she actually just kills people instantly. Stop it with the magic pots, please. I need actual enemies. Thank you. I do need this. Riku gets... Oddly enough, the Phoenix Downs are actually worth a fair amount to me right now. I'm going to need them later. I wish I could do one of my instant kill options to this thing, but unfortunately, I actually do need to catch it. Otherwise, we would be, you know, Yojimboing it, or we would be, I don't know, doing one of those things. God freaking magic pots. Do not need them. Don't need Malboro either. So, Yuna, this is all you. Bahamut still needs an overdrive. Bahamut now has overdrive. Okay, let's start summoning Yojimbo. Okay, good thing is Yojimbo has fairly good evasion in and of himself. So here comes Yojimbo. There's the dog. Yojimbo comes out from behind the tree. And... okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and pay him... How much do I want to pay him right now? Whoops. $20.48? Sounds good. We'll pay him $20.48. He's going to do Wakizashi. That's fine. It's not really what I wanted, but... and there's Zanmato. Okay. So the fun part is that every time he gives me Zanmato, like he just did, he is more likely to give it to me again later. So what we are literally going to be doing whenever I can is grinding Zanmato. That is, I'm going to pay Yojimbo a crap ton of money to do a Zanmato. And every time he does it, he is more likely to do it next time. So we're gonna... oh, well, he just gave one to me for free. And he is able to do that. So he's able to give me free moves. And this time, not only did he give me a free move, he gave me a free Zanmato. So he's just helping me left and right here. And there's another one. In the International Edition, which is what this edition actually is, Yojimbo is much more likely to Zanmato than he used to be. Oh, there's another one. This is good. This is Yojimbo doing what I want him to do. Okay, cool. We have one of these. Nice. Riku. Mug that. Kamari. I don't think it has anything for you to lance it. Didn't think so. Oh no, Karma. That's bad. And then, Yuna, can you instant kill it? No, it's immune to that. Okay. So, Karma deals damage to the character with some relation to how many enemies they have killed. Wonder Girl, you actually haven't missed much. So, last stream, we went and, sorry, 1 second. I'm gotta focus a little bit when there's a Tonberry on screen. Problematic. So last stream, we just did a bunch of grinding. Nothing particularly special happened. Did a lot of monster catching, things like that. Because of all the monster catching I did, we did get Yuna's Celestial Weapon. So I have, specifically the base weapon, not the upgraded weapon. We also got Wakka's Overpowered Overdrive, though I haven't actually used it to its full effect yet. And that was about it. This stream, we kind of moved on. There was... I'm going to slow this down in case you guys get to actually see it. So this stream, we started by heading north of the Calmlands into a valley. We got attacked. Apparently Maester Seymour still exists, and he wants our attention. And then we went down into a small... Gia, thank you for the host. I'm sorry I didn't see it earlier. We went to a small cavern. It turns out this is a cavern that Lulu had already been a guardian for at least one summoner. And the summoner in question died in this cavern. And this cavern happens to have a Stolen Faith with a summon for Yuna to get. Went to the back of the cavern, fought another Unsent, the Unsent of the summoner that Lulu was not able to save. And then got the summon Yojimbo. Yojimbo is kind of important because he is able to instant kill almost anything in the game, based on how much money you give him. So we got him. And now we are doing monster catching. And we are also doing Yojimbo farming. So this is Yojimbo. As I said, Yojimbo has the ability to instant kill any enemy in the game if he decides he wants to. If he wants to, is based entirely on a background, and he wants to right now. If he wants to, is based entirely on a background formula that calculates and decides how much Yojimbo actually likes me right now. How much he likes me is based on a number of things, including what answer I gave him to a question he asked me when I learned how to summon him. It also is based on how much money I happen to pay him at the time. It is based on how difficult the enemy is in question. And then it's also based on, there's a random calculation involved, and then there's also a small basis on a hidden, loyalty stat. And the loyalty stat just sits there and asks, basically, how much does Yojimbo like you? Yeah, the money on you only affects you if you answered question 1. When you answered the question, if you answered with answer 1, it's based on how much money you have on you. If you answer question 2, it's not based on anything. It's just the flat calculation. If you answered with question 3, it's partially affected by how hard the monster is, and in a slightly different manner than answer 1 and answer 2 does. I chose answer 2, so we just have the flat calculation.
Well then, what next?
So the other thing is Yojimbo's loyalty gradually increases based on what moves he uses for you. And that's kind of the important thing here. If Yojimbo uses the instant kill move, he is more likely in the future to keep using the instant kill move. So what we're going to be doing is whenever I have the option for a while, at least for probably the remainder of this stream, we will be using the instant kill move as much as I am actually able to. So I'm going to be paying a lot of money to him to do that. That way, when we actually get to bosses where he is less likely to... He's very likely to do it on standard enemies, like the ones that you will see me fighting in this cave. He is less likely to do it on bosses. But if I farm up his loyalty level, which is what I'm currently doing, and just for giggles, I'm going to currently turn off the short Aeon summon. That way you get to see Yojimbo's full summon and also his full Zanmato animation, because it's kind of cool. So we're going to be farming up that number as much as possible. That way when we get to bosses, I can one-shot them with Yojimbo, mostly to prove that you can do it. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff like that. But before I'm able to do that, we have... Hey... I like that. I like that. That's awesome. A Page we no longer need any more of. Cool. Otherwise, we are currently working on catching all of the monsters in the Sunken Cavern. And in doing so, we're working to level up some of our allies just a little bit. Currently, Tidus, Waka, and Orin are much more powerful than any of my other allies. So I'm trying to get some of them leveled up just a little bit. That way, they're a little bit more useful later on.
Enough.
So we're doing a fair amount of stuff. So this stream is going to be... We're going to be getting a lot of progress done. And I'm going to be going for quite a while. So, presumably, by the end of this stream, we may hit endgame. If all goes well. Please don't kill Yuna. That's annoying. Like, if we're lucky, if things work the way I want it to, by the end of this stream, we will be in endgame. And to be 100% honest with you, that's not actually that unlikely. Other than that, Tidus and Orin are both fully leveled on their current level tracks. They actually are over-leveled at this point. We don't care about the Apage, right? Yeah. Try to hit this thing? Yeah. Okay, you can take that out. You can hit that real quick. It's not going to kill the Apage, but that's fine. I'm going to let Riku take care of this. And yeah, just turned out that I got a little bit more money than I actually needed. We only needed about, I think the final tally came up to like 68 or 680,000 gil. We had like 720,000, so we were, or higher than that. So we were basically ready to go. Okay, let's see if Yojimbo is going to cooperate. So here's Yojimbo's full summon animation. There's Daigoro. Okay, so that's Yojimbo's full summon. Let's see if he'll do a full Zanmato for us. Yes, he will. Okay, so here's the Zanmato animation. As I said, Zanmato will always, if he uses Zanmato, it will instant kill every single enemy that is currently on screen, including bosses. There is exactly one enemy in the entire game that is immune to this. So Wonder Girl, chances are you're not gonna miss too much. I'll tell you that right now. There is a certain point that I am aiming to reach by the end of this stream. It's the point where I get the Sun Sigil. If I get Sun Sigil by the end of this stream, then all I will be doing for the remainder of the stream is unlocking Celestial Weapons. There are some puzzles that I will have to do, some mini-games. I'll have to do a lot of Blitzball. So there will be, like, that sort of thing. But if I can hit Sun Sigil by the end of the stream, I will not be doing any more storyline for the remainder of the stream.
See ya.
You'll see. Is really the only answer I can give to that. In a storyline, so if we're talking about, like, storyline-wise, then Final Aeon is more powerful than Yojimbo. Specifically storyline-wise. In a mechanics sense, Yojimbo is effectively the most powerful summon in the game. But in Final Fantasy X, there is a fairly distinct difference between mechanics and storyline. Like, realistically, in mechanics-wise, magic is the weakest thing in this game once you hit about the point where I'm at. Storyline-wise, magic is incredibly powerful. And when I say magic, I also include summons. Like, actual melee attacks, by the time we are where we are, melee attacks are almost more powerful than summons. And that sounds weird to say when you see how much damage a summon can do. But when you count how many turns I get doing melee attacks versus how many turns I get per enemy turn when doing melee attacks versus how many turns I get... We're gonna do that. Versus how many turns I get in melee attacks per enemy turn when I summon something, it's a very significantly different number. I get a lot more turns doing melee than I do summoning. Okay, we don't actually care about Malboro. We caught all the Malboro we needed. Oh, that's right. I need to turn off or do shortened animations again. Pretty much, yeah. But as I said earlier, there's actually a storyline reason why that is the case. And that's kind of an important distinction. There is actually a storyline reason why we need to have that. I'm ending on a lame word there. There's a storyline reason why we have to have the final summon. And we may actually reach that storyline reason in this session. It's possible. Okay, we don't really care about the Apaj. We care about the Valaha here. So we're going to capture that, and then Yuna's going to get to do her thing. Right. Need to set shortened animations. Okay, there's another Zanmato. Man, Zanmato is doing so well right now. You might not miss it because it might not come up this stream. There's actually a chance that it's going to be, like, next stream. Whoops. Should not have let her die just now. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that is decidedly not good. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're just gonna go ahead and summon. I'm not dealing with this. Yay, there's another Zanmato. Let's go save real quick. Unfortunately, we're having a lot of enemies that are not playing nice with spawning. The magic pot is spawning a lot, but we're not seeing much in the way of some of the other enemies I need. We should be almost done with these guys, though. Hey, more enemies that I haven't been seeing much of. Did I not just save? I felt like I just saved, and yet she's already down. Lulu, go ahead and heal. So the game is, it's very hard to see given given the speed of gameplay right now, but the game is introducing us to a concept right now with these dark guys. And the concept is cast Reflect on yourself and then cast a spell on yourself. The point of this concept, the reason it matters, is that if you reflect on yourself and then... if you reflect on yourself and then cast a spell on yourself, the spell hits the enemy kind of no matter what. So even if they have Reflect up, if you reflect a spell off yourself and hit your opponent, then it gets through everything they do. Yeah, spells cannot infinitely reflect. But the game is introducing us this concept because it's actually going to be an important concept in the near future. You will see. Well, there's a certain boss who uses Reflect, and we have to be able to kind of deal with that boss. I'm just gonna go with the 3 big guys right now, just because this enemy takes so long to kill, anyways. So magic pots, you attack one of the eyes on the magic pots, and based on... like, one of the eyes gets you a prize, the other ones you take damage. And it's completely random. The items you get from magic pots are fairly worthless, and there's no reason to want them. So that's why I'm not bothering with magic pots. Magic pots also cannot be captured. In fact, I don't think it's even possible to kill them. So that's why we're fleeing from them. There's literally no point dealing with them right now. Walk, I can deal with that. We got an imp. RTS already went. Riku, you can go real quick. Apparently, Auron gets to go, and then... once more into the breach with Yojimbo. Yojimbo apparently really likes me. I'm not 100% sure why. Like, I'm not 100% sure why he is being this accommodating already. I know that in the international version, he is, like, 100 times more likely to Zanmato than he was in the original American version. But he is still being extremely accommodating, and I'm not used to it. And also, fairly soon, we will not have to farm Yojimbo any longer. The internal stat only goes up to 255. And every time Yojimbo says yes to a Zanmato, and it doesn't matter how he does a Zanmato. So he could do Zanmato by doing it for free, which he can do. He could also, whoops, Waka. He could also do Zanmato, for paying for it, but every single time he does Zanmato, it increases that internal number by 4. Okay, he didn't Zanmato this time. But he did it for free that time. Okay. So you saw I didn't actually have to pay him. He just decided to do it. Like, he did not force me to deal with it. Which is kind of nice. And as I said, that increasingly gets... Oh, there's a free Wakizashi. And another free Wakizashi. Okay. Wakizashi is also, useful to me. It's still an increase on the hidden stat. I'm just gonna do 3,000. That's fine. It saves me from having to do work. The way the payment works is that, as I said, there's this really big loyalty stat in the background, right? So what ends up happening is that for every power of 2 that you pay him, so, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on. For every power of 2, it increases the temporary loyalty of that attack. And then basically, after all the calculations done, it goes, okay, is his loyalty high enough at this point to, okay, awesome. That is Thorns done. So, at the end of the day, is his loyalty high enough to do a Zanmato for you on this attack? So by doing, anything higher than 2048, so between 2048 and, 496 is the exact same amount of loyalty. Because, again, just powers of 2. So just by doing 3,000, I'm getting the same loyalty as if I did 2048. It's just much less button clicking. Okay, there's an imp. So just do 3,000. At a certain point, we're actually going to reach a point where I'm actually making more money from every enemy I kill than I'm spending killing them. It's not going to be here, but it's going to be in about 2 actual zones of here. Oh. You know what? Yeah, sure. Since she went first, we'll let Yojimbo kill the magic pot. We don't get anything for it, but, hey, Yojimbo killed the magic pot. Kamari, Waka, and Yojimbo. Yojimbo's basically a member of the party at this point. By the way, you will always know when Yojimbo's going to do a Zanmato, because after I pay him, he nods, like he did just there, and that indicates that it's going to be a Zanmato. One of my favorite stories of this game is that when I did the last Let's Play of the game, I was fighting a boss that we're going to be seeing fairly soon. This boss is known by many players to be one of the toughest bosses in the game, because of a couple of his mechanics. And I wasn't taking the boss seriously, and the boss actually put me in a fairly rough position. And so before I paid Yojimbo, and I didn't know how good, how much easier it was to get Yojimbo to Zanmato in the International Edition. So before I paid Yojimbo, I said, Yojimbo, and I've been paying Yojimbo about 2,000 gold each time. I said, Yojimbo, I will pay you 10,000 gold if you will instantly kill this boss right now. And, of course, Yojimbo does what he does, and he nods. So it was as if Yojimbo was nodding to me as the player, saying, yes, I will instant kill this boss. And that is where I started asking myself, that's the first time I had seen Yojimbo actually instant kill a boss. So I started asking myself, can Yojimbo instant kill every boss? And I did a little bit of research, and it turns out, yes, all but one. And actually, the one boss he can't kill, it's kind of weird that he can't kill it. There's kind of, I don't know a reason that Yojimbo cannot kill this boss. I'll just do a quick another save, mostly for the heal up. We still have 7 enemies that I have to capture. And the Valaha over here is one of them. Also, if Yojimbo does happen to get his overdrive meter up to full, all it does is it adds plus 20 to the Zanmato calculation. And then it uses up the overdrive meter. So I could potentially use that to force another, to force a Zanmato on, you know, just a boss that I really want Zanmato on. The problem is, it's really hard to fill Yojimbo's overdrive meter, so it's not one of those things that you can really rely on happening. Okay, still working on Ghosts, still working on Valahas. Nidhogg and Imps, which are 2 of the enemies that are down here. Nidhoggs and Imps are also found in the next zone, so I could potentially, like, if they're the last 2 I have to get, and by the way, they will not be the last 2 I have to get. Tonberries are pretty much guaranteed to be the last ones I have to get. But, if they end up being the last 2 I have to get, I might just go onto the mountain instead. Speed this up a little bit. I'm going to start moving a little bit further into the cave, into this area, because... No, not this area. This area. Because I recall this area is a place that you can find Tonberries a lot more, and I need the Tonberries specifically. They are one of the harder enemies to get. I'm not going to deal with these guys. We're just going to kill them. Or, well, we're going to run away, because apparently I had that on auto-select. Come on, give me enemies I need. That's an enemy I need. So, unfortunately, Karma at this point is enough to instantly kill Tidus. It kind of sucks, because I still have to do it. This means that Yuna's going to get to heal Tidus a little bit. Okay, I'm going to let Yuna do this, because she has the instant kill button. It's never going to stop making me laugh that Yuna has an instant kill weapon. And she's actually pretty good at using it, too. She gets pretty lucky with it. It's actually surprising that Auron does not have a hard time with Karma. I'm not going to lie. Karma is I think it's 1 damage for every enemy you've killed. And it just turns out I have not killed a ton of enemies with Auron. So Karma is specifically an attack that only Tonberries get. And, like, this has been a Tonberry staple for a lot of things, but it's based on the enemies killed. And it turns out that Auron has killed significantly less enemies than Tidus and Wakka. Actually, Lulu does even better than Riku right now. Lulu's killed so few enemies at this point in the game. We're actually going to be manipulating Karma when I start doing the major grinding later on. I'm going to be using a Karma attack to power level. I have killed enough ghosts. Awesome. So I don't have to worry about ghosts anymore. Apparently, we still need to worry about Valaha. They're only found here. I still need to worry about the dark elements, but I'm pretty sure we're pretty close to finishing on dark elements. And we need to at least get the Tonberry and the Yowie. But I'm like reasonably certain we have almost finished with Valaha right here. We're gonna find out in a second, but I'm pretty sure we're done. Yep. Okay, so Valaha's done. I'm just gonna kill this thing real quick because I don't really care to summon again. Okay, we are almost done in the cave. Unfortunately, we are getting a lot of enemies I don't care about, and very few of the enemy I do. Hey, Mako. I mean, it's 5:25 in the evening. Unless you're traveling. No, the Yowie. Y-O-W-I-E. They are a, lizard-type enemy. No, ribbons in this game are one hell of a grind. Why have you not slept in days? Why have you made the decision to not sleep in days? Ah, makes sense. Now, we are in the Sunken Cave, the place where you get Yojimbo. We are currently both farming up Zanmato levels, and we are also trying to catch every monster in here. Unfortunately, the Yowie and the Tonberries are giving me some trouble. Okay, Dark Elements were done. So we're almost there. Yeah, but in this, in order to get Ribbon, I need, what is it, 99... I forget the exact number. It's 99 Dark Matter. We're going to get 99 Dark Matter for free, and then after I get the 99 Dark Matter for free, I'm going to have to grind the remaining 198 Dark Matter. But I need Ribbon for Penance, so that's not really a doable thing. By the way, Yojimbo just used his overdrive. As I said, it just applied a plus 20 to the Zanmato calculation. Yay, Tonberry. Okay. Unfortunately, the Tonberry is immune to instant kill effects, so... Or at least it's immune to death. It may not be immune to petrification, but I don't have a petrification weapon available to me right now. Now, what's actually fun about the Ribbon is that I will actually be farming Yojimbo to get Dark Matter. Also, Yojimbo has really high evasion for a summon. And that's saying something, considering we also have Bahamut in our stable. And Bahamut has extremely high evasion. We are getting nice AP. In fact, let me go ahead and use some of that. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm not able to actually level up Auron any further at the moment. He's just gonna kind of sit there and look pretty. I don't have a level 3 Key Sphere right now. That sucks. I'm really working on finishing Yuna up on her level up tree. It's just taking a while. Oh, wait, that's right. I have to go up here first. Not that I can actually activate that luck node. And then I have to go over here. Kamari's getting there. He will eventually be a force to be reckoned with at some point. Quick hit. But you're talking about Penance. We haven't gotten there yet. We're still working on actually completing the main storyline before we do that. It was a couple years ago now. Yes, yes, I do. Okay, come on. Where are the Yowie? They usually spawn in groups of 3, so I only need like 2 more groups, and I will have caught all of them. But they just do not want to play. Another thing about Yojimbo is that his agility is extraordinarily high. So he tends to go first a lot. And he tends to get multiple turns. Ooh, instant Zanmato on a defender. That's always nice. Come on. There we go. Okay. Found another one. So it's really weird about Tonberries is sometimes they just choose not to counterattack. So that Tonberry allowed me to get multiple hits in, and it just didn't do a damn thing about it. Not 100% sure why. Now, one of the most hype things that could happen is we get free Zanmatos on enemies. Why am I Zanmatoing? We are leveling... Well, leveling is the wrong word. We are increasing a hidden background stat called Loyalty that is specific to Yojimbo. Loyalty increases for every ability Yojimbo uses, but it increases the most for Zanmato. And the higher your loyalty is, the more likely he is a Zanmato anyways. So we're currently Zanmato everything just to basically try to get him more likely to Zanmato in a pinch. So the way the actual, like, I don't have the, like, I have the full calculation in front of me, but I'm not going to pull it up. So basically, it has multiple levels of calculation, specifically to figure out, does he want a Zanmato? And it's decided by his loyalty already, it's decided by how much money you paid him, but it also is decided by something called the Oh, no, do not pay him 0. Do not pay him 0, that would have been bad. It's also decided by something called the Zanmato level of the enemy. Every enemy in the game has a Zanmato level that runs between 0 and 6. The higher the Zanmato level, the less likely Yojimbo is to the Zanmato, because the total, his total loyalty is then divided by the enemy's Zanmato level. Most trash enemies, like these Coral, have a Zanmato level of 0. So they're not. There's no division. It's just we're just doing it. You just kill them. Most bosses, at least main storyline bosses, have a Zanmato level of 1. But all of the end game bosses have between 2 and 6, and Penance specifically has 6. So because it's a divide by 6, those are magic pots I keep running from. Yes, we can't capture them, and they give no experience for killing them. So there's no point doing anything with them. Because it is a divide by 6 in order to, try to get Zanmato on Penance, it is a 84% loss in loyalty. So I need to get Yojimbo's loyalty as high as possible. The highest number is, I believe, 255 on the loyalty. And we got to be getting close. I don't have the actual number in front of me, but we're getting close to it. But we need to get Yojimbo to 255. That way, when we actually get to Penance, I am gonna be able to have a very good chance of doing it. And yes, we not only am I thinking of Zanmatoing Penance, but we will do it. It is going to happen. Problem is, Penance is a 2-phase enemy. And Zanmato will only kill one of the 2 phases. And chances are, after Yojimbo takes his turn in Zanmato's Penance, Penance will instantly kill Yojimbo. So I will actually need to do Penance twice. Well, I'll need to do it 3 times. Once to kill him normally, and then 2 more times for the Zanmato. Okay, we should be pretty close. I'll do a couple of more. But we should be pretty close to maxing him out. Unfortunately, there's no way to check this stat, but we've done enough of these that I think, you know... I mean, we only need to get 63 Zanmatos, and we have been getting a lot of them. So I'm pretty decently sure that, that we got it. So what I would have done normally is I would have Zanmatoed all the way up the next zone. Because we're doing so much in here, I don't think we're going to do that at all. I think we're just going to power our way through the next zone. The only thing I'll be power leveling in the next zone is Tidus's overdrives. But unfortunately, we do have more enemies to catch in the next zone, so we will still be doing a little bit of this. I mean, once I get the Tonberries, I can leave this area pretty safely. Because I want to say the Yowies are more likely to be encountered in the front of the cave. That was a mistake. Okay, here's Zanmato. No, really? No Zanmato from that? Huh. Yeah, where you had to go and actually reset your karma. There we go. And keep in mind, these are not the scary Tonberries. There are scary Tonberries in this game. We have not met them yet. They will cause you some problems. Also, you may notice that this Tonberry is gradually walking forwards. Whenever a Tonberry gets within actual, like, distance of you, like, it actually gets right up close to you, the Tonberry actually stops using Karma and just starts stabbing you, and their stab is extremely powerful. Just save real quick, because we were running out of MP, running out of health, running out of very important things. Would have been very important to not die there. And yes, I have healing items, but I chose not to use them, because I do that. Okay, magic pots. Leave me the hell alone. I don't care. No! No more magic pots. Give me Yowies and Tonberries. Come on. I am just... My luck right now is just amazingly bad. I'm pretty sure you can do that. That's pretty true. There are theories as to what Penance actually is. And once we actually get there, I'll go into what they are, because to talk about them now would be spoilerific. So yeah, like Mako said, we are getting a lovely amount of AP. Yuna is getting more and more powerful over time. Which is pretty good. Because I need her to be powerful. Summon stats are based on Yuna's stats. So the more powerful Yuna gets, the more powerful the summons get as a base stat. And if I really cared to, I could actually upgrade my summons directly. Yojimbo's one of the few that you can't really do much to. You can upgrade his stats, but you can't give him any extra abilities. He will only ever have the abilities he has now. Not really. I like introducing people to storylines and such like that. I spent some time last night talking to some of my D&D groups to try to convince them they should read the Dresden Files. So it's not something I really mind. There is great hope that Book 16 may come out this year. Well, keep in mind, the other summons are able to learn things like Ultima. They're able to learn Haste. You know, they're able to learn a lot of really useful things in and of themselves. There's actually a summon that we will be getting a little bit later on in the game that is potentially incredibly powerful. So, I mean, there are other summons who are really, really powerful, but Yojimbo just so happens to have the instant kill technique, which is also very interesting. And the Zenmato has this, like, mystique. Not a lot of players understand how it works. It's the only reason I'm focusing on him. God, where is everybody? Like, where are these Tonberries? We have all of these guys, right? No, that's a Nidhogg. I need Nidhogg still. I mean, when you compare, you know, some of these guys to, like, Bahamut. Like, Bahamut just does work. So to have someone like, you know, Yojimbo, you have to compare it to Bahamut. Bahamut is... You basically, the big thing going on here is that Yojimbo is one of those... He's an optional Aeon. You don't actually have to get him for any reason. You can skip this entire area I'm in right now and still beat the game. Some people do that. And they'll never know the magnificence that is Yojimbo. And that depresses me. I am depressed on behalf of those poor people that do not know the amazingness that is Yojimbo. Yay, Ghost. Come on, man. There's some Yowies. These are Yowies. Oh, that's... Okay, hold up. That's an issue. I'm out of softs? Damn. So they're fast little things, and the big deal about them is that they have on-hit Petrify. So they can just ruin your face. Please don't kill her. I need her alive. Please don't kill her. I need her alive. I don't know how much more specific about me not wanting her dead that I can be. Well, that's the difference between, like, a game that's not so popular and a summon that no one seems to pay attention to. I think there's a slight difference. Okay, awesome. This should be the last remaining Yowies I will need. Nope, never mind. I will need probably one more after this. Damn. And then we're literally just hunting. We're just hunting that last Tonberry. Or those last Tonberries. I have no idea how many are left. Wonder Girl, apparently you have a kindred spirit. Start heading back up here to see if we can maybe find this Tonberry. I'm hoping I only need one more. Or hoping that we're already done. Apparently, we still need Nidhogg's, though. I swear, we're almost done with this damn cave, and then I get to finally start moving on. And we get to... There's actually some really cool stuff that we get to do immediately after this. Kamari is going to be much more powerful. Orin's going to get his ultimate overdrive. Okay, we are done with Yowies. It is official. Okay, so we are just looking for... We're just looking for a Tonberry, because I need to see if we're done. But, I don't think I need 10 Tonberries. Go on, one more. Please? Pretty please? Just let me see one more Tonberry. And this is not as bad as it will be when I have to hunt the other Tonberry that I have to hunt down. The good news is the other Tonberry, I can farm money while I'm farming that one. Because I will also need a lot of money to do endgame. So I'll be able to farm money. And so I will have another reason to be farming in that area. I don't really have anything else I need to do in here. Tonberries is it. Okay, in a second, I'm going to give up so we can just move on. It is very true. Wonder Girl thinks she's cheating on TOF by liking Final Fantasy X. Which I think is silly, but there you are. So the other thing I mentioned this like last stream, but I'll mention this one more time. So from here on out, every boss I will fight 2 ways. Unfortunately, this means I'm going to see a lot of cutscenes twice. But every boss I will fight 2 ways. Number 1, I will instant kill them with Yojimbo, and number 2, I will fight them normally, so you can see the normal strategy. I have a habit of remembering what people say.